See that coming, didn't you, Troy? I'm aggressive tonight. I'm aggressive.
I hate puppies. Fired up. Good podcast.
I feel threatened. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems, hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this week, and of course, wishing you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas Eve, guys.
This is Christmas Eve.
Can you believe it? We're out here doing a podcast
On Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
Look at us. Family be damned.
That's right.
We don't need this. Some people got midnight mass.
That's right. We got midnight podcasts.
It's good.
How do y'all do Christmas Eve now, like, in your house?
It's just a lot of Jesus.
No, I mean, like, your kids now know there is no Santa. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, everybody but my wife. My wife still thinks there's a Santa. It really puts a lot of pressure on the kids and I.
Nice.
A lot of it. No. This is actually the first year where everything's out in the open.
Yeah, us too.
Last year it had been figured out, but it wasn't figured out till later. Like, this will be the first Christmas Eve where there's not even an attempt at Santa cookies. It'll be like, Mom, Dad, we're making your cookies.
Yeah.
Last year it was still kind of put out for Santa, but it was kind of known. Because 2 years ago, the eldest figured it out.
My youngest figured it out well before the older one, and I had to, like, tell him to shut his
You had to
mouth.
walk him through it.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Now you're Santa.
I'm like, keep it down. I still haven't had the conversation because, and I think we've talked about this, but, like, in my house, being that we do Hanukkah and Christmas, the way we've always done is we do Hanukkah, the kids get some gifts. We do Christmas, and the kids have always gotten one or two gifts from Santa that they talk to Santa about, and the rest have always been from Mom and Dad anyway.
Yeah, you guys always made it look like Mom and Dad were the big heroes.
Yeah.
You guys played
Santa
that
brought
well.
in the one big gift you wanted, but other than that,
was well played.
He got the bike, the drum kit, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's like all that's out in the open, you know, we're just buying gifts. Like,
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think I have any, like, big ticket, you know, put shit together type things this year, so I'm looking forward to that.
I don't think I do either this year. But I did give you never gave the talk to either of them. Like, when your youngest figured it out, you didn't like, hey, you got to pull the weight here?
No, I just would tell him to shut up, and if he wants Santa to keep coming, he better be quiet. I would just say, I still believe I want him to come. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, the whole, like, you're Santa.
I gave that speech. I gave that speech to my oldest. I said, look, your sister still believes.
Yeah.
Now you're with us. And Santa is something that is in all of us and is just part of the Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
And so now you have to help keep it up. And by that, I mean,
shut your mouth.
No, help spread joy.
Yeah.
Like we make it as magical as possible for those that believe.
Yeah.
And then even after everyone figures it out, we still all pitch in to make it a special day for everybody. And that was
outside of your house.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody should experience some sort of Christmas magic.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the speech. And she was like, you know what? I'm all in. And then she started moving the elf around and like taking up slack. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
We didn't have to do any of that this year, which is nice.
That's nice, dude. I want to get a Snoop on the stoop now.
Nice.
You know, like fuck the elf on the shelf. Now the elf, it's been great. I see the elf. The elf has come out and it sits above the fireplace.
And doesn't move.
And doesn't move.
Yeah.
Like it always should have done.
We did the whole, we volunteered with the Richmond Friends of the Homeless last year and really got a lot of fulfillment out of that. We're doing it again this year. We're actually doing it tomorrow.
What, do you just move elves all around the city?
No. Talking about like keeping the actual spirit of Christmas. Like you're like.
For the homeless.
Yeah. Like, so we went and you cook food for them and you give them gifts. I dress as Santa. Like it's a whole to do.
You're losing all this weight.
I know.
This is not a good Santa.
I was wondering if like I need to take a pillow or something to like.
You're at the point where you are a shitty Santa. And compliments.
Yeah.
I mean that in the best way. You're a crap Santa.
Yeah, I'm definitely not as jolly as I once was last year. So,
no.
But like it was really rewarding to like help someone else in that manner, and then just realize like, oh wow, we do have it pretty damn good. Like,
come on now. we all have it.
Oh yeah.
Really, really good. We kid at the opening of every episode. We're solving first world problems. Even the homeless people in this country have it better than people who have jobs in third world countries.
For real.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. But you just get tied up in life, and your problems are your problems. You know, it's like, I have some very rich friends, and people give them a lot of shit because when they complain about stuff that seems trivial, and I'm like, those are their problems. Like,
everyone's got problems.
Just whatever your problem is, they have an equivalent of their version of it. And yes, it might be ludicrous in your world, but your version of your problem, if you go down the line, probably sounds ridiculous, you know?
Look, if you have a Bentley and the rims get nicked, it sucks.
Well, it's like us, right? Like, you have 3 cars. I have 3 cars. Like, when we complain about them, it's kind of like, well, part of that you brought upon yourself. Like,
technically, at the moment, my wife's car.
Well, I'm just saying you as a person. I wasn't counting your wife.
You know, but as a person, I have 4 cars right now. I have insurance that I'm carrying.
That's right.
I have titles
4 cars.
on
That's
4
right.
cars right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically speaking, like, there's 5 cars scattered, 5 cars in a boat in my driveway right now.
With 2 drivers.
Yeah. And I can afford none of it.
Yeah. And there's 4 in my driveway.
But I just bought another car that, again, cost far less than my wife's car. That's just how I roll. I'm cheap like that.
Yeah, but it's still like, you're still going to spend money on it. So it's like,
oh, you don't even want to get into it.
It's like anything. You're like, oh, I've saved all this. It's like your old 4Runner. You paid next to nothing for it, but over the years you put thousands upon thousands of dollars in.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today. That was a $2,000 truck when I bought it.
Yeah,
which was a steal.
Yeah,
but I've been like, there's definitely 10 grand in it.
Yeah,
at least.
So you're up to $12,000
at a minimum, right? We're between $12,000 and $15,000, which actually, fortunately, in this day and age, I could sell it for that.
Yeah.
So I actually would net out okay.
You'd net out okay, but it's not like you're making cash.
No, you don't. You don't buy it and go, we're done.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Actually, the old 4Runner is the better vehicle.
Oh, really?
Than the new 4Runner.
Last week you were in love with the new one.
But I've owned it for a week.
Oh, no.
It's amazing the things that will go wrong in a week.
What's going on? Do I want to know? Well, you already told me about the shock. The shock's a problem.
Did we talk about that last week?
Yeah.
In the episode? Yeah. So now I'm going down the rabbit hole of like the suspension's got to go. Like, got to hook that up. Obviously needs new tires.
Yeah.
So that's got to go. Timing chain, got to happen. So I'm like going around like figuring out all of the stuff.
Timing chain's a big one.
Yeah, but I found someone now. I'm down to 1,100 as far as quotes go.
Nice.
So I'm making progress. We're getting better. But then like today, I got in my car. I went to go get a haircut. And I fired up the stereo, turned it up, and man, that thing sounded sweet. I'm like, all right, I've got great bass response. Everything's great. I'm loving this.
Yeah, but you don't like a stock radio in any vehicle.
I don't, but I have the top of the line from 2006 JBL. It's got the subwoofer. It's got all this stuff. Like, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm starting to actually fall in love. I've got the aux port hooked up now. I'm hooking it up to my phone. I'm like, look at me. I go to get my haircut today, and I'm bumping music. I come out of my haircut and turn it on. And it goes.
Oh no!
Every time the bass hits.
You blew a speaker.
The sub.
You blew the sub.
Blew the sub, and I'm like, nah, that can't be it. So I go around back. I'm outside of the barber shop with it bassing.
Yeah.
Got the back open, looking at the sub.
You try different songs.
Oh yeah. Oh, you go. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
I'm switching songs. I'm like, maybe it's a rap problem.
Yeah.
It has some country. Oh, okay, cool.
That's a bad sound.
But then I'm like, maybe it's just something rattling. Something came loose. So I'm in the back and
so much power.
I'm pressing. I'm
loose.
Pressing on everything. I'm going in the compartments. I'm holding things down. Okay, not good. So I blew out a sub today. Complete. Now, I'm moving like the music all to the front speakers,
Yeah.
turning down the bass, and now you got like tss, 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 tss
Yeah.
kind of music. I'm like, this isn't working. And even with the tss, 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 it sends just enough bass to the sub,
to make it sound like
That
crap.
but like lower bass shutter.
I do. You know what I do in every vehicle I've ever had since I had a nice radio stereo system in my first vehicle? I turn the bass to -2 and everything because,
The subs will compensate.
well, no, I'm just saying in your standard radio because
So you don't screw it
so
up?
you don't blow it because if you turn it all the way up and you play something with bass and you've got that bass crank, you're gonna fuck something up.
I don't believe you.
So do you think you did it, or do you think it was already blown and you hadn't really tested it?
No, it was perfect.
It was perfect.
I went, unfortunately, this week I had to go to a funeral, and like the whole way home, my passenger, it was the Duke's wife and I.
Yeah.
We were coming back, and I was like, hey, I just got this new aux port. Let's try it. And she was playing music, and like we were both like, this stereo is actually really good. I was like talking myself into the fact that
So, but now I'm gonna throw this out there, and you'll never do it. But you could just replace that sub.
that's actually exactly what I'm going to do.
Really?
I know that goes against
Wow.
everything in my being.
Yeah.
But I've already sourced them. It's like a $60 speaker.
Yeah.
If I can just get in and just swap it.
Yeah.
So like, no, this has
And you
to
can do
happen.
it yourself.
You can. Apparently, it's a giant pain in the ass to get to. But that's neither here nor there. Like,
Yeah.
where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Right. But I would like to go talk to my people and see, like, could you do it for $100? Like, if
Yeah.
if it's $40 for them to put the speaker in, just do it.
Yeah.
But if they're like, well, yeah, it's $300, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I can do this for a third.
Well, that's like the Pilot. I wanted to put an all new system in it, new deck and speakers and everything. They're like, yeah, if you put the deck in it though, like you'll lose all the controls on the
Yeah.
And I was like, God. And they're like, you'll lose the extra 6-disc changer. I'm like, God.
And like, you don't even have 6 discs, but you're like, I don't want to lose it.
Well, I do.
Did you
but
listen to them?
now? Well, that's starting to fail now. Like it'll won't spit them out half the time. Like it's
Everything
20
jams
years
out.
old. It's
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
starting to go bad. So I'm like, but now I'm like, do I even want to put any money into a stereo in this thing? Like the answer is no.
The answer
like,
is no. But I have to replace the sub because this is. It's been like
But
8
you used to be able to change the deck for. The deck was expensive, but they were all universal fit. Basically,
Because
you had
they
to buy the
didn't-
faceplate.
because they weren't controlled by everything else in your
But
car.
now, like the cars, the radios are all like one-offs. So like it looks ugly when you put them in. Like your old cars, though, like it would look good because it still has the same space for
the old cars are beautiful.
yeah.
Because there's no steering wheel controls. There's no anything. You just
Yeah.
go, you know what? How about I add every option in the world?
Yeah.
Bluetooth, car,
Yep.
a phone, like you name
Yeah.
it. And it just slides in and it looks exactly like the other shit.
And you can get them for like $100 now.
They're nothing.
Yeah.
They're nothing. No, so I need to figure this thing out quick because it sounds awful. But it sounded great
That's
for the last week.
yeah.
But it's all the ticky-tack things, like little lights in the dash aren't working.
Yeah.
It's almost like they found a way, because they even told me the first day I went in, they go, yeah, that tire sensor light came on. They're like, don't worry, we'll take care of it. I'll be damned if they didn't take care of it. Because the whole way home until right before the end, it didn't blink. And then it was like, blink, blink, blink. I go in, 3 of 4 tires have dead sensors. I don't know how they overrode that.
My Pilot has that on it. It doesn't blink and doesn't make any noise, so it's not a problem. But it pops on and off. And according to the tire people, all the sensors are bad, and they're like $100 each to replace.
$100 each.
And I was like, then fuck that. I don't need to know. Like, I can check my tire pressure. Like,
It's just the annoyance of the light.
yeah.
You just pull the fuse.
Well, then you do what my father-in-law does, and you just get
Put
out
tape over it.
But you get to his old Miata. He had electrical tape all over the dashboard of that thing.
You know what? I don't hate that.
No.
You put tape over it, it does
Is
magically
there
go
one
away.
fuse that will only control that one light or that one
If you can find
component.
it, there's always one
I always
spot.
thought they were always tied to multiple things.
You just have to find it's either a fuse or there's something you can disengage.
Yeah.
But there's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure it out. But that new truck,
But then again, when you're getting all new tires, you're kind of like, shit, you got the tire part. Do you just want to put 4 good sensors in it while you're there doing it?
when I was up there at the shop, they were like, "Look, we can change the sensor out. It's $100 a sensor." And they were like, "But if you do the tires," they're like, "then we're already there."
Yeah.
And they're like, "It's literally just the cost of the sensor.
Yeah.
It's like less than half the price." I was like, "Okay,
Now we're talking.
let's get to work because
Yeah.
I need new tires." So I have to wait. Because
Yeah.
the guy told me, he's like, "Don't do it now." So
Yeah, because then you have to pull a perfectly good tire off, put the sensor in,
All the
remount the
stuff.
tire, rebalance it, blah, blah, blah.
all the stuff.
Yeah.
But the new truck, every day, some new gremlin seems to be popping up. So like I'm looking at the dollars just
Yeah.
they're just ticking up. That sub though was painful because I didn't expect that.
No.
That's some bullshit. But yeah, so now we're into tires, suspension, timing belt,
So,
lights on the dash, sub.
good gracious, you're in. I mean, that's $3-4 grand, if not more.
Yeah, this is going up. So now I need to start sourcing it. But now we've gotten to the point where it's like now I need like the backstreet mechanic.
Yeah.
Like I've got the guy. I actually went in, talked to him today.
So you're keeping all your vehicles. Well, you're going to sell the Infiniti.
I'm selling one. I need to get some money out
You
of
can
that.
take
thing.
that money and put it into the new one.
Yeah, but I mean, technically I paid for it.
That's right.
But
You
all
still
that
owe,
money is
yeah.
owed to me. I'm the bank.
Yeah.
I can't just short shrift my bank,
Yeah.
me. Like that money needs to go back into the account.
Yeah.
So I actually need to pay for the truck. You know, that money isn't, I don't have discretionary funds.
Yeah.
I had savings that have
Sell the
now been,
old 4Runner.
fuck no.
Oh, how did it fall apart on the way back?
Dude, I taped it up, like literally masking tape on everything, held like a charm. Here's what I've learned though. The sunroof that flaps up in the
Yeah.
front, if you actually just open the sunroof so it's ajar, it puts the front down low enough that
Yeah.
the wind just goes
They
over
can
the
catch
top.
it, yeah.
So now I just intentionally let freezing cold air in.
Yeah.
That's the way to drive it. But I noticed a new trick. The whole inside was soaked today. So the rain's just coming in through it. So apparently we have problems.
Which I think that's good for rust.
It's the best.
Yeah.
If you keep rust wet, then it doesn't actually spread. This is science. I
Dude,
don't
what you should do with that thing, and it'd be badass.
burn it like a
Well-
Viking funeral.
It's going to cost you a fortune to get that rust fixed around that sunroof. Just cut the top off, leave the windshield on it.
No.
That would be badass.
I get where your Tonka truck mind is, and I respect it because that sounds super cool. You guys got Hot Wheels shit going on.
Yeah.
No.
That would look cool as shit.
Okay. I'm not doing that.
You're going to spend a fortune fixing that rust.
I understand that.
Thousands of dollars.
I understand that.
Okay.
I had coffee with an old man today, and we were talking about this. Interesting situation, but yes, I was in a Dunkin' Donuts with like a 75-year-old man this morning drinking coffee, and we were talking about that, and he was just like, "That's what old cars do."
Yeah.
He's like, "You buy them on a song, and then you just put more money into them." He's like, "But then you fall in love with them, and then they're like a woman, and you just want to keep that woman around, so you keep trying to keep her happy, but it just costs you money, and it just causes you pain." And I was like, "So you get it?" And he goes, "Oh no, yeah, you got to do it." And I was like, "Okay."
He never got to the cut it loose.
No.
Okay.
He's like, "No, it's like a woman."
He must be miserable. That's why he's drinking coffee at Dunkin' and not at home with his wife.
Well, he's no, his wife is dead. Yeah, here you go.
Lateral move. I mean, he didn't sound happy. Like, I would hope your wife.
The funny thing is, he was smiling ear to ear just to see my young
Yeah,
ass
because his wife was dead.
dealing with his shit. No, that's not.
He was happy to see you as miserable as he is. Like,
That's all it is.
figuring it out.
I even told him, I said, yeah, I didn't have to work today. And I was like, so I had the whole night to myself. I was like, I could do anything I want. I was like, so I ended up not drinking anything, sitting on my couch, watching TV, scrolling through truck suspensions on my phone. And he goes, "Yep." Like and he was basically like, that is the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's like once your wife dies, once everybody's gone out of the house.
Yeah.
He's like, you literally sit there. Some nights you drink, some nights you don't.
Yeah.
And that was me last night. All night I was like, should I get a bourbon? I was like, you're literally sitting by yourself. No. You should just sit here.
To me, that's when you should have a bourbon. Like, shit, I ain't got shit else going on. Like,
no, I mean, I kind of get it. Like,
yeah.
there were definitely two angel and a devil on my shoulder.
Yeah.
The devil's like, stop being a bitch.
Yeah, that's why, like, when I was drinking, everybody's like, you know, it's a problem when you drink alone. And I was always like, to myself going, that's my favorite time.
Yeah.
I like to drink alone. Like, I'd almost rather be drinking by myself at my house than out with a bunch of strangers. Now, in my 20s, no, obviously, you know, but like,
But you're also not alone in your 20s.
yeah,
There's always shit going on.
Yeah.
Like last night, I had the whole world in front of me. And I was like, I don't even know where to go.
yeah,
So I just sat at home. And you know what I was thinking? I do have a big day tomorrow. That's all I kept thinking. I got to get up. I got shit to do.
yeah.
I got places to be, things to do.
Did you have a big day today?
Kind of. No.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like I had to go pick up a car. I had to go to shit. I had a lot of chores that you could clearly do hungover.
Were we recently talking about the scams that is gift cards?
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're the fucking worst.
I'm done. I'm officially done with fucking gift cards.
Giving them or receiving them?
Well, I can't not receive them, but
You're not going to give them?
no, I'm done. I'm done. I've gotten so many, I've forgotten about them. I have a fucking 10 of them, like literally a 10, like a metal tin we toss them in, and I just forget I even fucking have them. Then, so what really set me off was today. Over a year ago, my wife gave me, I was complaining of back issues. This was before we got our new bed. So my wife gave me a gift card, a digital gift card to Massage Envy.
Sounds great.
And I was like, cool.
Go get that massage.
I haven't had a massage in forever. But finding time to fucking go is easier said than done because you got to schedule it. It's not a, you know, let me just swing in like a haircut or something, you know, like you've got to plan
Yeah,
ahead.
I think you have to actually make an appointment.
Yes, yes. So, I kept forgetting about it because, again, it's digital. And or even if it was actual gift card, it would have sat in with the other gift. Like, you just forget it, right?
I have a stack of gift cards that range anywhere from like $15 to 15 cents.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what's on them.
Yep. So, yesterday, I was driving around doing some last minute shopping, and I go, tomorrow, I should be done with everything. I should get a massage.
I like it.
So I went on the website. There's not really one near us. There's one out at Hull Street by the bowling alley.
So it's 20 minutes away.
And then one at Willow Lawn, about 20
minutes away.
So get online, pick Willow Lawn. Pick
Huge first world problem.
Yeah. Pick a time, 9 a.m., first thing. Let's get it done. Schedule it. And that was a whole to-do.
Give the option of a female or male?
Yes.
What'd you choose?
Female.
Ew.
I know, right?
Weak hands. They're never going to get in those muscles.
I talked to someone. They were like, do you want firm, medium? I was like, I don't care. Whatever.
I said female.
I don't care. So they're like, get there 15 minutes early. I'm like, cool, whatever. I get up at 6 with the rest of the house, last day of school. So I get ready. I'm sitting around the house. I leave the house early, get all the way out there. I'm like 20 minutes early. So I'm like, I'll wait 5-10 minutes before I go in. I'm sitting there, get a phone call from Massage Envy. Oh, we're going to have to cancel your appointment. The lady called in. Sick. Got a sick
Perfect.
dude.
You have a second chance at bat. Male.
She goes, so no one can help you today. So I was like, well, I'm sitting outside, so I'm going to come in. I'm going to talk to somebody. So I go in, I talk to the lady. She was nice enough, but I was like, I want a refund. She's like, well, I can't do that, sir.
Because it's a gift card.
Yeah. I said, well, here's
Could
the
you
deal.
say just give me a hand job behind the desk? You know what I mean? Like, let's just cut to the chase. Like, just finish me and I'll go.
So I said, well, I want a refund because I've taken off work. I've scheduled this. I drove 20 minutes out here, and you cancel on me. Like, I'm already here. Like, I'm not happy, and I don't even want to attempt to make another.
Yeah, you've disappointed.
Yeah,
but you have a gift card. That money's been gone.
Yes,
that's the problem.
And it pisses me off that money's been gone. And
no, but like she can't give you the money because the money's already like it was from last year's books. It's been written off. It's a corporate thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they can give it back.
I get it. I'm just saying.
So she's like, well, I'll tell the manager. Da, da, da. So I had today. I go all day. I haven't heard from the manager. Emailed the place. Haven't heard back. I'm gonna bother the shit out of that place until they give me my money back. Like
because you have the whole week off of work.
No. Well,
no. I mean, like if you were working, would you still have the energy to do this? Okay, so you're gonna get in their craw.
Yeah,
you're gonna care in this situation.
They fucked me. I mean, they literally.
I'm not mad at you. I just want to make sure we all are on the same page.
And I'm tired of gift cards. Like. This is what they bank on.
Oh, so they're getting all of your gift card hate. Massage Envy is about to get all your gift card anger.
I mean, they're just one of many.
But it's all going to come out on them because this was a bad situation.
Yes.
Like you're about to just.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep bothering them until they give me my fucking money back because all these places bank on us buying gift cards and never using them.
What if they double the value of your gift card?
I don't want that. I want my money.
But they won't. What if they double your value?
They wouldn't.
What if they do?
I still wouldn't take it.
They say
want the money.
2 massages.
I don't care. Don't care. It's a pain in the ass to schedule this stuff. Like it's really a pain.
I get it, dude. I actually always want a massage. Like I think about it every week. I go, I'm in so much pain. Massage would be great. I never do it.
Yep. Because of the
it's headache. A giant pain in the ass.
I don't like making an appointment to get a haircut. So like,
I wish me neither.
Yeah.
Got a haircut today, and I've needed a haircut for 2 weeks. And I just kept thinking about it. I got to do it. And it's literally sending a text to my barber.
Yeah.
So I literally have his number.
Yeah, but he's not always available when you want it.
No. I've learned the trick. I hit him up like a couple of days in advance and go,
yeah,
I want that day, and I'm going to give you a window of 4 hours.
Yeah.
You tell me. That seems to work. That's about as convenient as I can get.
But just think how many, I mean, we've kind of mentioned it, but like, it's just all these companies just are making so much money on gift cards. Like,
it's the best.
I mean, it really is. It's literally a scam. Whoever came up with it is a fucking genius.
I like that you admit they're a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a capitalism-based society. It's a beautiful thing.
Look, fucking people that fucking run cults are fucking geniuses. It doesn't make them fucking good people.
I totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fucking smart. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Yes.
And most people fucking, we all buy into the gift card fucking scam. We all think it's great. Like, oh, I don't have anything to give somebody. I'll give them a Starbucks gift card for $25. Okay, well, they're going to go spend, they're either not going to spend it or they're going to spend 40 because they've gone over the fucking gift card. So, like, either way, the fucking companies make out more. I'm just giving cash. Fuck it. If I don't have a gift for you, you're getting cash.
You know, the only industry, I was just thinking of this, the only industry where, like, you give gift cards and it'll always get spent? Drug dealers. If your drug dealer was like, yeah, I sell gift cards. Yeah. And, like, you could get fucking a gift card to Tommy Two Stash. No, but you're going to show up.
Yeah, but it's the same scam. Like, Starbucks, like, you could give almost any woman a Starbucks gift card. They're going to use it all, which is good for Starbucks, or they're going to lose it, good for Starbucks. And if they don't drink Starbucks and they go 10 times, now they're probably going to be hooked on Starbucks.
But I'm saying they get hooked. No, that's why the drug dealer's the only place there's a bad gift card. And then they're going to always get
They're going to go for the 11th time, and they're going to have $1.21 on their card, and they're going to spend $10, and they're going to spend their own money to cover it. Like, it's a win-win-win for them. It's like
the win is I lost my gift card.
That is the ultimate win.
The ultimate. But the worst gift cards are ones that you could enter into like an account that can be used.
No, but that could be good too.
It's good because they get used to coming.
You could get hooked.
That's the drug dealer.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of them are. I mean,
Starbucks is drugs. Can we admit coffee's a drug?
Oh, for sure. Sugar is. I mean, all sugar, really.
Yeah, but yes, but it doesn't give you. Oh, fuck! It does give you the same high.
Yeah.
But coffee literally is a drug, and it's a beautiful drug.
Yes.
Like, I gave my wife a gift subscription to cocaine last year.
Yeah.
But, coffee.
Yeah. Cocaine, dark cocaine you run water through.
That's it. It's amazing. I gave my wife a cocaine gift card last year. Is this company called Trade?
Yeah, you talked about it because you were on the hook. It's like $90 every 3 months.
Oh, yeah. This is how I ended up talking about. Dude, I actually brought up the idea. My wife had made a comment, and I was like, I think I want to take pictures of like all the shit I've already given the kids, and like just do that.
I like how you went with the kids. And you.
Yeah, no. As we're eating dinner that I'm paying for. Yeah. Like, could you imagine if I had a picture of every meal I paid for?
Dude. That'd
be amazing. It looked like a CVS receipt on steroids.
It'd be a hell of a gift because you guys go eat fucking at some great places, dude. Like, y'all have fucking impeccable fucking taste when it comes to food. Like,
hold on, I think I'm going to do this. This is going to be my gift next year. This is my new. I'm doing this. I'm going to take a picture of every meal I buy her.
Yes.
In 2024.
Yes.
And then on Christmas
with
Day,
the receipt.
I don't even need to. No, because it's more pleasurable for her to see the food.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, "You want to watch a slideshow?" This is going to take 3 hours.
Dude, what you do? It's going to be a little more work. This is the best gift, and my wife does it for all the grandparents. But she gets she does custom calendars of all the grandkids, and every month will be pictures from the previous year's January, the previous year's February, and then she'll even put birthdays of the kids on their birthdays, right? So like it'd be Brendan's picture for September 23rd because that's when your birthday is. So you could do like 4 or 5 pictures on every month. Like last January, remember we had toast and we went to like.
What a great calendar.
Every time she flipped, it'd be like, remember last March when we were at O'Toole's for St. Patrick's Day, and then we went to
this is a good gift.
Bruce Chris, you know.
It's just a little jab, but at the same time,
a little twist.
It's like, look how much I love you.
Yeah.
I like this. It's actually grown since last week. This is good.
This will be great.
I'm
sure she'll appreciate that.
I don't care. It's not about her appreciating it. It's about just rubbing their nose in it like a dog that shits in the house. I mean, it's about her appreciating it.
Do you think your wife appreciates all of that you do? Does she thank you for it? Does she like...
Yeah, she says thank you every time. Does she appreciate it? No. Words and actions.
Okay.
2 different things.
Yeah.
If I came home every day, she gave me a massage.
Every day. That's a little much.
Well, every time I bought something.
Yeah.
You know, wink, wink, happy ending. That would be amazing.
Would she give you a gift card for a massage? A coupon?
If every time I bought a meal.
And then every time you went to cash it in, she's like, sorry, I'm calling out today.
There's not a body part on her or my penis that could handle the amount of thank yous that we would have to receive. It would never work out.
You'd be raw.
We'd all be raw. We'd all be raw. I don't think we'd make it to February. You know what I mean? Like it'd be over. Marriage be over. The whole thing be over.
Yeah.
Like it's not worth my time. And I'd be like, you're right. I'm tired. I just need some vitamin C, some Gatorade, and some nap.
I need a rehydration.
Yeah.
An IV.
I need a month off. I'm not the man I once was. Brutal.
Because you don't mind doing all that if she's appreciative of it.
No. And look, I'd rather spend time with her. Like, all kidding aside, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
This makes her happy. That makes me happy. That's the whole point.
Well, it's not like you don't like going out to eat.
No, and I like hanging out with her.
Yeah.
No. It's I'm saying, all kidding aside, like
it works out.
It works out just fine. I wouldn't mind the occasional big thank you.
Big thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be cool.
The massage envy of thank yous.
Yes. Without the gift card.
I don't think massage envy works that way.
Then why am I envious?
I don't know. I'm not envious of that place.
Not envious that you got a massage. You told me you got beat off.
Didn't get one.
Pretty envious. It's different.
I didn't even get a massage.
Yeah, I have no envy.
Yeah.
I actually disgusted for you.
They've been making money off my wife's $100 for about 14 months.
Oh, compound interest. They put it in an account. They're filthy rich.
Yep.
The massage therapist pulls up in a Mercedes.
I mean, how many? Just think your average like major corporation. How many gift cards do they sell, and how many do they get? Like, if they sell of 100%, how many get cashed in? I mean, 50%.
I was going to say on the high end, 75, 70. High end.
Yeah, high end.
Yeah, high end. Probably 50.
So
somewhere in there.
So say 50 to 75, and then chances are most of those people are spending more money than the gift card's even worth anyway. Who walks in with a gift card, spends less, and then never goes back in the place?
That's the thing. You get the taste.
That's right.
Get them hooked.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Or you go like, you'll get a $50 gift card to Home Depot. You're like, well, I'm going to go spend $200. So
we should start giving gift cards to this show. Maybe we could let people download it for free if they had a gift card.
There you go.
That way they don't have to pay for all this fucking drivel. I look over here. I see I got Christmas gifts galore.
Yep.
Dude, I bought this right here. I think this is the most thoughtful gift I can get from my wife. This will be presented tomorrow morning on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Because we're out here on Christmas Eve doing this.
Is she worried about you? You're not worried about her hearing this before she gets the gift?
Oh, no.
Because this comes out Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Christmas Eve, she'll be watching Die Hard.
I can't mention any of my wife's gifts.
She listens.
Yes.
Yes. Loving wife.
Y'all watch Die Hard every Christmas Eve?
It's become a tradition.
Nice.
Are you a believer that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I would say yes, but I mean, to me, it's not a Christmas movie in that it's about Christmas. It's just set during Christmas.
Is it a Christmas movie?
I would say yes.
So I have been vehemently opposed to the Die Hard being a Christmas movie for a very long time.
Why?
Because Die Hard is an action movie.
There can be action Christmas movies.
Yeah, you ever seen Violent Night?
I have not, but it keeps popping up on my on my Prime or whatever.
I get it. Okay. Actually,
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's worth a taste.
Yeah.
It's worth a taste. I'm not saying it's great,
Yeah.
but
Is it a quick hour and a half?
it's definitely not over 2.
I am in love with hour and a half movies now. Like,
Yeah, precisely what it should be.
I cannot, like, you get over 2 hours now, and I'm almost like, you can fucking go to hell. Like, I'm not watching you.
But all right, so Violent Night literally has Santa Claus killing motherfuckers. But he
It's
is
a documentary.
yes. But he's actually Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So like it's very difficult to say it's not a Christmas movie because it's actually Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And even that I'm like it's not really a Christmas movie because I feel like a Christmas
So what are your what's your Christmas?
Yeah, that's
movies?
what, so a Christmas movie should have to do
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Story,
Yes.
right? Clearly. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Classic.
Clearly Christmas.
Yeah.
These are Christmas movies because they center around the
Muppet
theme
Christmas.
of Christmas.
Yes.
They are all about Christmas. They don't just have ancillary Christmas
Yeah.
rolling through.
Scrooged.
Scrooged is all about Christmas.
Watch that with the kids the other night.
Yeah, and first time you finally get to watch that with the kids, they're
Yeah.
like, this is dope.
Yeah.
No, Scrooged is great. Like, these are Christmas movies because they revolve around the day that is Christmas. And so, like, and all that Christmas is outside of religion, because apparently you never get to see a Christmas movie with religion.
Yeah, it's not really. Not
Everyone
themed
keeps
about it.
everyone keeps trying to put Christ back in Christmas, but they refuse to put the Christ back in Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Allow me to be disgruntled about that,
That's kind of weird.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Home Alone's a Christmas movie.
it is a Christmas movie. Definitely. Revolves around Christmas. Die Hard doesn't revolve around Christmas. It revolves around
Christmas
trying
party.
to rob Nakatomi Plaza.
During a Christmas party.
Yes, but that's not
Christmas and Hollis is playing in the limo.
These are...
Ho ho. He says ho 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 on the shirt. Yeah.
I get it.
They're Christmas adjacent.
It's definitely Christmas adjacent. So for
There's
years,
snow on the ground.
California, gross, right?
Is that where they were? No, they were.
No, they're in New York.
No,
he's a New York cop. He's in
They're in
California. They're in
California,
California.
yeah.
Hence all the cocaine.
Yes,
The only snow in that movie is cocaine,
that's right.
for a fact. Even what was that movie? Have you seen the one, The Last Christmas? It's the one. It's got Seth Rogen.
Oh, I have not seen that
got a
one.
handful-
It's the comedy.
Now, there's a Christmas movie.
That looks funny. I need to see that one.
That shit's hilarious. Like that movie, and I guarantee I screwed up the name of it.
Is it Silent Night? I know it's about a Jewish guy,
Seth Rogen.
a Christmas guy, and like their college buddies getting back together and like
Yeah, one
going
dude's
out.
an NFL player.
Yeah,
They all get together, and they've all been getting together for the longest time
on Christmas.
since the one dude lost his family, and they spend Christmas together.
Yeah.
But it's all about them trying to get into the greatest Christmas party ever. They just get the invite to this Christmas party, they would be sad. That movie is hilarious, but that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Because it's literally all about the Christmas party.
yeah.
So it's a Christmas movie. And Die Hard just is not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie that happens to take place at Christmas. Now, this is the belief that I have held for the longest time. I have argued with my wife time and time again.
Because she's pro.
She's big Die Hard.
The night before.
Yeah, the night before. I would absolutely say once the kids go to bed, spend some time with the night before. You want to watch some people. Seth Rogen does every drug in the book. His wife, literally, she's about to have a kid, and she goes, I know it's your big night out with your boys, and I just wanted to give you this for Christmas. And she gives him a little box, and it's got every drug.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie.
That movie's hilarious. Like flat out pretty damn funny. Mostly the Seth Rogen parts.
I gotta find that. Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
I wouldn't watch it tonight. I'd watch it with your wife.
Okay.
I think she'll laugh. Like it's,
Gotcha.
It's funny. I would not watch it with the kids.
No.
Seth Rogen does all the drugs.
Gotcha.
And he doesn't do great because of all the drugs. It's definitely worth watching. But like even that, I can argue is a Christmas. Dude, what stinks in here?
I don't know.
Did you do that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you're blushing. You did do that. Okay, I'm like I was afraid like all the fish just jumped out of the tank and died. Like it just fucking stunk all of a sudden. Oh my fuck, dude.
Back to your Christmas movie.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It stinks, dude.
Back to your Christmas movie.
I can't.
Let's keep this thing rolling.
I don't know that I can even be here. You're gonna have to pad this stink. I gotta step away. That is horrible. Oh my!
I thought you were a professional.
Not anymore. All right. Well, fortunately, the air has cleared a little.
You might have been over dramatic.
Well, we just took a pause. We walked away. But I do want to get back to the Die Hard thing. Honestly, I have forever said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie because it's not centered around Christmas. It's centered around hijacking, if you will.
Yeah, but
robbery.
The basis is it's at a Christmas party.
So I have felt this way for a long time. It is not a Christmas movie. It has nothing to do with Christmas. Then my wife, about 4 years ago, was like, we were wrapping presents.
I would say ultimately that Christmas movies are like the feel good like type.
But that's my whole point, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be around the spirit of Christmas.
It's the Hallmark shit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the blood and guts and all the other things. So that's why Violent Night, I didn't allow to do it.
Yeah.
If it feels good and it's around Christmas, maybe that's it. Then I'm like, okay, it's Christmas.
That makes sense.
If it's violence, it's not about Christmas. And then my wife made me watch it. And the reason I agreed to it is she goes, look, if there's a lot of booms and bangs, the kids won't come down the stairs. We can wrap these presents. We get away with it. I was like, this is a fair fair move.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. They'll never come down to this craziness because they don't want to see blood and bullets. This is years ago. So we watched it. We wrapped presents. Something about wrapping presents around Die Hard. So now I'm in a feel good.
Yeah.
It was like I put the feel good on me.
Got you. Yeah.
I'm wrapping the presents. I'm doing my thing and I'm feeling good.
You're like Pavlov dogging yourself into it.
Basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold on. I'm feeling Christmas and I'm watching this. Then for the first time in my life, when he played Christmas in Hollis,
Yeah.
it hit like Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah.
When Ho 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 came up, it hit like Ho Ho Ho.
Makes sense.
So maybe it took that moment for me to be in a Christmas mood wrapping gifts.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I'm like, oh yeah,
That's a Christmas movie.
this is a Christmas
Yeah.
movie. So I have changed. It was about 4 years ago that it finally clicked where I'm like, nope, Die Hard is a great Christmas movie. But for all the reasons I said before, it's not a Christmas movie. I think it takes a moment in time for you to make it a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
For me. But now I am willing to say it's a Christmas movie because I've personally...
It's kind of like Christmas lights. Like some people leave them up all year, but it just doesn't feel right. Like,
Okay, so Die Hard is a bunch of lights on a house in August.
Yes.
But they can still be called Christmas lights.
Well, they're... Yeah, and you can watch that all year long, but if you watch it every Christmas, then you start to associate it with Christmas.
Yeah, and that's it. Now,
Yeah.
so it's like my wife tried to watch Die Hard tonight, and I was like, turn that shit off. I'm not watching Die Hard tonight.
Oh, so it's only Christmas Eve.
For me, it has to only be Christmas Eve now.
Well, I mean, you could watch it tonight and Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not.
Because, like, this, I mean, the day after Thanksgiving is Christmas in my house, and, like, I start putting on the fucking music and watching all
I still haven't listened to my Christmas mix. I have a Christmas mix. It's like 40 songs. I haven't played it once.
I put on the Peanuts album.
Okay. My kids have been watching Christmas movies.
So I have
for
that
weeks.
CD, and that's what we play the whole time we're decorating the house. And then
How's the album?
it's fucking phenomenal.
I think I know like It's Christmas.
It's all it's all those songs from
That's what I know.
But it's a bunch of 3-piece jazz that's fucking just phenomenal.
But like they have enough for a whole album?
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
I need to
My
check this
mom bought me, we did my parents' Christmas this past week, and my mom bought me the album, and it's green.
out. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Pretty cool. She was like, "You don't have this, do you?" I was like, "I have the CD." And she's like, "Oh, I didn't even know you had that." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, but the album is dope.
Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out. But like this will be officially now I'm going to start rocking the shit out.
Yeah.
Christmas shit. Because, spoiler alert, we didn't actually record this Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but we're only 4 days out.
We're 4
3
days out. But
Yeah.
now that it's like, now that work is done,
Yeah.
I'm officially off of work.
I was gonna say we didn't talk about it, but I wanted to start it with this is like the official beginning. I've been off all week, but like this is Thursday night before Christmas, and like everyone school's off tomorrow. Like this is the start of it.
Yeah, this is Christmas. Like I'm going to now start tomorrow. I will start listening to my Christmas music.
Got
I will
it.
start to. I refuse this. I can't do this shit for a week, for a month. It's too much,
I understand that.
and I can't watch Die Hard before now. I haven't watched Christmas Story. I haven't watched Christmas Vacation.
Oh man, we watched it all. We watched
Oh no, the whole family has.
Yeah.
I have just left the room. Not
which
my-
I watched Emmett Otter again the other day with the family.
the greatest musical of Christmas.
And it's a good movie. Like you have to appreciate like that it was made in the
You have to
70s.
appreciate music too, though. It's a kind of a music.
Yeah, but like it's also kind of ridiculous. Like I always get bummed when the Nightmare Band wins.
They're the best band.
Yeah, but the point is like
The best band wins. It's a battle of the bands. It's not a battle of who's the best heart.
obviously, and it all works out for Emmett and his mom at the end. But
Yeah, they get a long-term
Yeah.
commitment. It's far better. Senior Frogs opened his new club.
Yeah.
All the spring breakers are coming.
But they are dirt poor in that movie.
Dirt poor.
Like,
but that's the beauty of it.
She's like,
anyone who hasn't watched Emmett Otter's Drug Band Christmas, please let this be the season. If you have kids, especially if they're under 8,
yeah,
like turn them on to Emmett Otter's and let them understand what real rock and roll sounds like. Because the River Bottom Nightmare Band is what that movie's about. It's the single greatest rock and roll band.
And if
all
you're
time.
like of our age group, like it's made by Jim Henson's production company.
Old school though, Marionette.
Yeah,
like literally,
and it was like well above its time.
Yes,
Like
brilliant.
ahead of its time. Like it was pretty amazing looking.
But this is before Jim
And it holds
Henson's
up.
puppets had fists in their ass.
Yeah.
This is literally from the string. Like this is real.
Well, in other versions too. Like it's not all just marionettes. Like they do other trickery.
Yeah, it's good. I can't wait.
They're the one I watched the other day that was on whatever streaming service had, and I don't remember the first time I saw it, but it had a Kermit the Frog like intro. He's riding a bike down the road. Like
Technically, the original Emmett Otters had a Kermit the Frog intro, so it was like of that time. But
yeah, it was made in the 70s.
yeah, it's good.
It's good.
That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
See, fuck Die Hard. No, I'm going back the other way. I'm going back the other way. That's a Christmas movie. No, Die Hard. I'm willing to change my tune.
I like all, and I guess because I watched them when I was a kid, but I like all the OG like cartoons more than like the Jim Carrey Grinch movie, which is good, but like I just love the 30-minute Dr. Seuss, you know,
Yeah.
the original one, and the claymation, you know, Rudolph, like that kind of stuff.
Classic.
Yeah,
I'm with you. You want a deli?
it is deli time. We're past deli time.
Oh, we're way
is there
past
a deli
deli time.
down here?
Yeah, look for a bag.
I see a bag.
That is a fugly sweater in there.
Uh-oh. It is fugly sweater time.
This right here, I am giving Victory another chance.
Fugly sweater. Ithaca Beer Company.
Oh, yeah, I didn't buy the Victory. I put that one back. Yes, this is the Ithaca Beer Company Fugly Sweater. What I liked about this is it is literally the same recipe. Well, outside of the fact that it's a lager, they took the same recipe of the Hardywood Gingerbread Stout, but did it with a lager from Ithaca Beer Company. It says it's a dark lager brewed with ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Can I get an amen? This better be good.
It's got the ugly sweater design on it. So it's going with the theme here. Ithaca, so that's out of New York.
I would assume.
Yes.
This looks fantastic. It pours dark as shit.
I'm
for a
trying
lager.
to see the ABV. Do you see it anywhere?
If I remember correctly, it was in the 6s.
It's got to be on here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it was in the 6s. At least I based that on some belief in my head.
I do not see it on here. I thought it had to legally be on here.
By law, it is on there.
Let me know if you see it, because I do not.
Oh, I can't see anything.
I'm telling you, it's not on this can. Which is a little concerning.
Okay, now you got me looking for it.
It's not on the can.
Okay,
Breaking the law.
6.2.
Where?
I'm just saying. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just making that up.
Oh, okay. Well, then
6.2 or 12.
shall we look it up?
Oh gosh, I just poured beer on the console. You had me looking so hard.
Oh, snap.
Well, it's a fugly sweater. What could go wrong? I think we'll be fine. We'll just drink on. Have you tried this yet?
Not yet. I was looking for
Give it
the
a shot.
ABV.
It's interesting.
It's got a good nose on it. So that's a good start. Let's see here.
I think it's definitely got a lot of ginger. Ginger forward,
Whoa.
which I actually appreciate in a Christmas beer.
To me, that's...
Oh, Troy hated it.
No, I don't.
Hated it.
I don't hate it. I've never had a beer with so much ginger in it.
That's ginger forward, dude. No doubt about it.
I'm looking up the ABV.
This beer is wild. This is everything that's in gingerbread stout, but in a lighter form.
To me, it doesn't taste like gingerbread stout. Gingerbread stout. This is ginger, like
Yeah, but gingerbread
sushi.
stout is ginger.
But that's gingerbread.
No, a lot of times if you drink a gingerbread stout and think about like
This says
soy sauce
on
and
Untapped.
ginger.
This says 5.7.
Boom.
To me, this doesn't say Christmas at all. It's so gingery. It's like, to me, it tastes like I'm
Chinese food?
Yeah, it's sushi. I'm cleaning my palate with pieces of ginger.
So I have had people complain about the gingerbread stout, saying it tastes too much like sushi.
I don't get that.
No,
I don't.
and
get
I
that.
think it's like, all right, take a sip. Now I'm going to tell you this: soy sauce. What do you think now that I've said soy sauce while you were drinking it?
Yeah, ginger with soy sauce.
But is it like basically what you would dip?
But
sushi
I'm not tasting the nutmeg and the cinnamon.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's too gingery.
Yes.
It's gone to the point of soy sauce.
But it's not bad. It's just not Fugly Sweater Christmas beer to me.
I don't know.
I don't think if this was called Fugly Sweater and it had that look, you would think Christmas.
I like that beer.
I like it too, but I don't think it's Christmassy.
I do think.
I wish I had more nutmeg and cinnamon to cut the ginger down. It's too gingery.
No, I want to argue with you because you're easy to argue with. But this, unfortunately, now that you've planted the whole too much ginger and the too much like soy, well, I planted the soy, you planted the ginger.
It tastes like joins soy and ginger.
It is really starting to taste like sushi
Yeah.
without the wasabi.
Yeah.
I could use a little wasabi.
Ooh, wasabi would be
Wouldn't that be
goodness.
good right now?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Or just tuna, raw. Just throw a raw piece of fish in there.
Yes.
Tastes great.
This would actually
or
pair
rice.
well with sushi.
It'd be the fucking best sushi.
Yeah.
This is the best sushi beer ever made.
I think they were aiming for. I think this is another one of those microbrews that was aiming for something and it didn't get what they got, and they either just went with it or said, "Let's go with this." It kind of is adjacent, but look, I'll go first. This isn't a bad beer. It's very light for as dark as it is. It finishes very crisp and light.
Yeah, it's getting
all
better
the ginger.
every sip for me.
But it's not. It's so gingery. Just tastes ginger and soy to me. So it's not. It's not a flavorful beer so much as it's surprisingly bright tasting for being as dark as it is.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that too.
I mean, it's a 3. It's a good beer, but like to me, it's not 3.5, 4. It's not on another level. It kind of tastes like a ginger beer, like a non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Couldn't disagree with you more. It is super bright, super light. All that ginger and
Yeah, I said all those things.
soy's coming through. I couldn't disagree with you more.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a wildly different number than you.
All right.
I'm going to go with a 3.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
That's a 3.
It's good. I just would hate. You see the can, you see the name, and you go, "This will be a fun one."
Yeah, and it is. Because it's bright and lively and gingery and soy saucy.
I'm not getting any nutmeg or cinnamon, and that would be delicious with all that ginger.
Yeah. I wish it had more cloves. It says it has cloves in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did say cloves, not nutmeg.
It does.
Did I make the nutmeg
No, it has
up?
the nutmeg too.
Ginger would.
Cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg.
It says ginger cloves because there's no
Comma
comma
but it's
there,
on another line.
Yeah,
So-
ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon.
Well, so you and I disagree completely.
Yeah, totally.
I gave it a 3, and you gave it a 3?
Yeah, 3.
So-
So where do we net out?
4.2.
Dude, the soy sauce is really coming through.
No, I've actually gone. So my first sip, I was like, nope. Second sip, I was like, maybe no. Third sip, I was like, yeah, actually, I like this. Fourth sip, I really liked it. Fifth sip, I really like it. Sixth sip, I was like, ugh, I'm starting to hate it.
Yeah.
I've actually gone from no to yes to no.
Yeah.
I can't give it any more than a 3.
I'm with you.
Fuck
100%.
Fuck that beer, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad beer.
Not a great beer.
It's just not. Again, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine when they fucking market it as one thing and it's not at all.
Yeah.
Like, if you market that as a sushi, as literally tuna roll beer and said hints of ginger and soy sauce.
You know what this beer
I'd
should
be
be
like,
called?
Hell yeah.
This beer should be called California Roll.
That's a great name.
That would be a dope name for that beer.
Yeah.
They just called it California Roll.
Yep.
Be like, nailed it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be as offended by it because I'm like,
Or
you
like-
nailed it.
Or like sashimi.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Should have done.
But they were obviously like, everybody's doing a Christmas beer. We have to do a Christmas beer.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
They took their seasonal sushi beer and turned it into Christmas beer.
That'd be funny if you like did some digging and found out they did have like
Yeah.
a sushi beer.
They had a
that
sushi
was-
night
yeah.
and someone goes, kind of tastes Christmassy. Like they were like, zoinks.
Yeah.
We got it. Dude, I had a weird night.
Because don't they do that all the time where like
Of course.
Anheuser-Busch will make a beer and then, you know, whatever team will buy it and call it the fucking Cubs lager or something, and it'll
Yeah.
just be like the Bud Light or whatever, you know, like.
Hey, you just changed the name.
Yeah.
Like, we've made Stash Brow for the mustache
Exactly.
thing. They literally just took a beer they already had.
Yeah.
And they go, well, we didn't know what to call this one. We made a small batch of the Stash Brow.
Yeah.
It's good. Dude, I had a weird night the other night. So you know that in order for me to get into the holiday season, I actually have to go to the Carbon Leaf Christmas concert.
Yes.
That's my gateway drug to Christmas.
Yes.
You know, I try that, and if it feels right, then I move on to Christmas.
I need to go to that again. I think I went one time with you. It's a good time.
Yeah, my wife threw the phone at us.
Was that at that show?
I believe so.
Okay.
Believe so.
I know it was a Carbon Leaf show. I just didn't know if it was a.
That's a little inside joke for you and I.
Yeah.
But, you know, every year I go to the Carbon Leaf show, but unfortunately I've got a friend who throws a hella Christmas party the same night.
I've heard that party's pretty epic.
Dude, that is actually, of all the Christmas parties I get invited to, that is bar none the one.
I ran into him like 2 weeks ago too, and he didn't mention it.
Oh, yeah, it's an exclusive
Must be.
party. There were
Yeah.
only hundreds of people there.
Yeah, I could see why I wasn't invited.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Very exclusive.
Yeah.
list.
I could see his house from where I was standing too, so there's no way I could have found my way over there.
Never going to make it. Never going to make it. But I can't explain why you weren't invited to that party. We'll work that out. We'll work
It's
that
all
out.
good.
But, you know, this dude throws this party every year. Every year it falls on the same day as the Carbon Leaf
It's just
Christmas.
by chance.
No, they always choose the Saturday before Christmas.
Gotcha.
Both of them. So,
No matter when Christmas is.
well, so the Carbon Leaf show's always been the Saturday before
Well,
Christmas.
then it's the Saturday before the Saturday this year.
Well, yes, because you can't do it on.
They could have done this. They could have done it the 23rd.
Actually, they should have.
Too close, maybe.
I guess so. But it's always this particular
Yeah.
week. So, look, can't argue with it. But every year, you know, we go to this show, and my wife.
I don't remember you having a conflict over the years.
Oh, the last like 4 or 5 years, this has been a conflict
Okay.
because they planned this party, and this party is epic. Kegs, everybody.
Well, he's got a
brings
dope
booze.
fucking bar at his
Now
place.
now he has an outside bar,
And an
bar
inside
inside. Whole place is going off.
Yeah.
Always a good time.
That neighborhood gets after it.
Yes. So we go to this party, but like every year my wife ends up wanting to do both.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, we should really pick one because it's very difficult to do two raging parties.
Yes.
It just doesn't end well.
No.
It ends with somebody upset.
Yeah.
And one other person.
And your house it's not in the middle, but you're going in two different directions.
Absolutely. So this year, my wife was like, no, we're going to the Carbon Leaf show. And I was like, then we're not going to the party.
Yeah.
She was like, nope, we're doing both. And I was like, I don't want to do both because you get all fucked up at the party.
At the show.
No, at the party. And then
Party
we go
was
to the
first?
show.
Oh, okay.
And then we get more fucked up. But then you end up saying, I don't want to stay for this. Like, we got to go. And I end up missing all the things I want to see. It's not good for me. Like, it's fun, but it's not, because if I'm going to leave the party where all my friends are, minus Troy.
Well, it's like when you, it's like the Jeep and the Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator is doing a lot of things. So it does none of them well. So like when you're trying to go to two different parties, you're leaving the first one early. You're probably leaving the second one early because the wife needs to get home. So that means you're not getting full enjoyment out of either. So it's like, I'd rather do one full than two half-assed.
Either get a badass pickup truck.
Yeah.
Or get a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's the same. I've always argued a 2-door Jeep is a Jeep.
Yes.
4-door Jeep, you're already sacrificing some stuff. But
Yeah.
at least the 4-door Jeep is like still kind of a Jeep.
But Jeeps aren't even good at anything because they don't carry people well. 2-door Jeeps don't carry people well.
No, they're horrible.
They don't carry stuff. They get bad mileage, but you're still driving a Jeep.
But you could say that the Jeep is the party.
Yes.
And a great pickup truck is the concert.
Yeah.
They're both perfect in their own way.
Or it's like with football. It's like if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have 0 quarterbacks. Like,
yeah.
You got to put all your energy into one, especially where we are in life, our age, our time. Like, that stuff's valuable.
We're youthful.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're getting at?
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Because our life is ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I was explaining to my wife, I was like, look, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, pick one. And like, let's go to it.
Yeah.
She's like, no. This year, I'm going to really low key the party so we can go to the show. So I was like, all right. Like, if you're really going to commit to that, then I'm down. Like, we'll do it. And
That's not how your wife operates.
No. But if she looks me in the eyes over coffee when we're completely sober,
You trust her
why wouldn't I not?
because she doesn't operate that way.
But if I actually voiced, I like literally, we were sitting having coffee.
Y'all have not had this conversation before?
Not like this. This
Okay.
was different. We were like sitting over coffee, and she goes, no, we're going to do both. And I was like, look, we can't do both. You pick one. She goes, no, I really want to do both. And I was like, all right, the next part of this conversation is not going to be one that you're going to enjoy. 8 a.m, sipping coffee. And I'm like, when you get drunk and then I don't get to enjoy the show, I don't want to be at the show because now I have to just bring you home. So now I'm disappointed that I didn't get to see the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'm fine with that. I'm not mad at you. It's just that now I don't get to see the show. So why don't we just go to the party and just like go until we need to go home?
Well, and you didn't have tickets to the show.
No.
So it was kind of like we could just go to the party.
It's like we just go to the party.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I'm going to go to the party and I'm really not going to drink because I want to go to the show. And she was like, and I will be totally fine. So I was like, okay, if that's really what you're going to do. Lo and behold, dude, we go to this party and I'm like partying because I'm like, there's no chance that we're going to this concert.
Yeah. Because you think once she gets there and starts partying with everybody,
We're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to have fun. So I'm pounding them. Getting loose, thinking there's no chance I'm going to the party or I'm going to the show.
Yeah.
And then she rolls out and she's like, hey, it's about that time. We got to get the Uber. And I was like, well, are you sure you don't want to stay here? Are you sure? She's like, I've literally had 2 drinks. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'm the one out here who's kind of leaning out over my skis.
Had y'all Ubered to the party?
Yes.
So did y'all drive home and then Uber from home?
No, there were no cars involved that we drove at any point.
So you Ubered to the party?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
should
I'm
have
like,
driven to the party and then driven back home and then Ubered from here.
well, you want to keep things fluid. I wanted to keep things fluid, and I just figured, look, the best defense when you're drinking is no car.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do. So she's like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I was like, you sure you don't want to stay here? She's like, no, absolutely not. Like, we're going to the show.
Were y'all meeting anybody there?
Just her friend she's friends with the band wives.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, look, you seem fine. We've had the conversation. She's like,
Yeah.
all right. So like, we're not getting fucked up. And I'm over here like, well, I've been kind of getting fucked up. I didn't think we were actually going to do this. So
Yeah.
I've been like partying.
But
I
you can go to both. You were never the problem.
for the most part.
Like you were going to go, you can go to both.
You would think.
Yeah.
Maybe not this particular night.
Oh, snap.
This particular night maybe wasn't my night. But so I'm getting loose at the party,
Yeah.
assuming this is never going to happen. Lo and behold, she has 2 glasses of wine over the course of like 3 hours. And she's like, we got to go. It was concert time. So I was like,
I kind of think you're flawed to think that you were never going to that concert because I would have thought.
no, she was dead committed.
I know. Yeah. Like, I'd run into you at a party the night before and she was like, we're going to both.
I didn't believe it based
But
on.
I thought even if she said she wasn't going to drink a lot and she still had drank a lot, you would still end up at the concert.
No, because I could look in her eyes and see if we're like, and I'd be like, nope, we're not doing this. But like, she was literally completely sober. Like, nope, we're going. I was like, all right, you know what? Hell yeah. Like, let's make it happen. Hit eject. Uber shows up.
How'd you get tickets?
We bought them at the door.
Oh, they don't sell out?
If they do, they sell out later in the
Yeah.
night. Like, it's usually not a problem.
Yeah.
So I get this Uber. This dude shows up. Beautiful Infinity. Very excited. Alejandro. Shout out Alejandro. That's my
All right.
guy. So this dude picks me up, right? And he picks me up. And like immediately when I get in, he's starting to talk about the fact that he's a Marine and like he's done a couple tours. And like we're talking about war. We're talking about what it does to people.
Yeah.
Like all the above. And like we're getting serious because I'm drunk. She's
Yeah.
sober. I'm just chit-chatting away.
I can see that.
Yeah. Then he starts talking politics. And I'm like, okay, we're probably not going to see eye to eye.
Yeah.
But like, let's talk politics. So now he's chatting about politics. We're going off and he's kind of like vacillating between 2 different sides. And I'm like, okay, this guy's
Yeah.
like all over the place. Like, I'm not exactly sure where he's going. So I'm like arguing with him a little. And then I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's a really good point. Like, we're going back and forth. Something comes up about weed. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, we don't really have to worry about that. Like in this house, like I was like, I'm the only one who would even smoke pot in this house. Like my wife would never.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, oh man, you get high, and I was like, oh, I wasn't saying that.
Yeah.
I was just saying. He was like, oh man, you should smoke this shit, and I'm like,
Huh?
well, I'm like, I wasn't even saying that.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, man, you gotta try this shit. And I was like, well, you know, I'm going to a concert. He's like, what better time? Fucking he.
And then you're sitting there half drunk going, yeah.
No,
you're
I'm
right.
like logically speaking, I guess you have a point here.
Yeah.
But I was like, I thought we were talking about politics. Like this dude's not making any fucking sense to me. And he's like, you should smoke this. And he just leans back and hands me a joint. And I'm like, well, I wasn't
In his car?
in his car. And I was
Nice
like,
and Benny.
and I was like, well, no, I'm not. And my wife goes, you should just smoke it. We're going to the concert. And I'm like, all right, I'm already fucked up. And I believe his response was, don't be a girl.
Oh, snap.
That's what he said to me.
The Marine called you
The Marine.
out.
Marine. And now I'm thinking, yeah, I'm like, hoorah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking take this shit from you.
That's right.
So he's like, you got to try this. You got to try this. And I was like, well, I couldn't smoke it. He was like, well, I'm driving, so I can't smoke it with you. And I was like, okay, that's the exact right answer.
Yeah.
And so he's like, and then he just fucking just leans back and just lights it. Like over his shoulder, like
Yeah.
the most casual light. He's like, poof.
Like he's done it before?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I got like this whole thing. And so like, I'm just like, all right, here we go. And, like window cracked. And now we're talking. And like, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the conversation. But I'm like, all I can picture in this moment is that movie with Seth Rogen. Like, what the night before?
Yeah.
So if you watch that movie, there is a dude who shows up in an Acura, and like throughout the movie, he keeps showing up, and he's like their weed dealer.
Yeah.
This was my Uber driver. He's the craziest fucking dude I've ever seen. And dude just leans back, and he's just like, "Nah, man, you gotta hit this." I think I was like, all right, dude, I'm like really.
I bet you tipped the shit out of that guy.
Well, I tipped him hard. I tipped him hard so hard. And so he's like, nah, man, you like I'm hitting it. And eventually I go, man, I don't know that I can like even do this anymore. I was like, I'm just gonna throw this out. And he goes, nah, man, don't throw that shit out. And he leans back and just grabs it. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, babe, you cool with this? And she's like, yeah, he seems straight. And then he starts
hitting it?
Then he starts hitting it. And now that he's hitting it, he starts talking about, oh, yeah, we got to go through these tolls, man. But I tell you, it's hard for me to get through these tolls now because I got pulled over a couple of times because I wasn't paying my tolls. And like, now he starts letting out the fact, all the shit that he's done wrong. And I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, this is crazy.
I was going to ask you, like, when he was like, yeah, I'm driving, so I'm not smoking right now. I'm like,
yeah, and I was
did
like,
you
okay.
honestly believe that?
I did, because he was so casual about it. He was like, of course not. Like, I'm a Marine.
Yeah.
Like, he hands it back, and I'm like, hell yeah. So, like, night got a little loose real quick. And then, he starts talking about all that shit, and he's like, yeah, man, fuck these guys, man. They're bullshit. And he starts saying it, and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, hey, man, you know the governor? And he's like, man, I know the governor. And then he starts talking about, he's like, I know that this dude's like anti-weed. And he's like, here's this situation. He starts talking like he knows all kinds of shit about the governor. And I'm like, wait, what the hell? I think this dude's the governor's weed dealer.
Really?
If I had to like run the numbers, because then he's like doing like this. He's like, hey, man, if you ever need this shit, just get my number. He's like, I got all the shit. And I was like, nah, man, I don't think I'm ever going to need weed again. Like, I feel pretty fucking good. I'm pretty good right now. Got us to the show. Then we get there and he's like, hey, man, you should just take some more to go in. And I was like, no, I don't need any more shit. He's like, no, man. He's like, here. He's like hands me like another. I'm like, I had to walk into the show. Same line. Don't be a girl.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I'll put it in my sock. Like my office still reeks of bud. Like I got home that night and like I just stuck it in there. My whole house smells like. Every time my wife walks in, she's like, it smells like weed. I was like, well, that fucking Uber driver. I don't know what he gave me this shit. It's just like here. But I walked in that show like on another level. Now my wife is completely sober. And now I was drunk, and now I'm out of my mind.
Yeah,
and I'm just walking in there like, what is happening? Now she's like helping me to the bar.
Yeah,
like he would like a Miller Lite. I would like this, and I'm like, what is happening? Like the whole night.
You mixing a water?
No. As soon as we get,
all you could think was, don't be a girl.
Don't be a girl. As soon as we get inside, we run into one of the wives from the band. And she was like, oh, you're trying to go see your friend? Slaps a VIP on her. My wife's gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm just left standing there, shit canned.
Oh, my God, dude.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? The Carbon Leaf show just comes washing over me. I was like, this is actually the best concert I've ever been to.
I bet.
Like, I'm enjoying the shit out of myself.
And you're probably like glad the wife's not around. You're just like standing there getting like
no, but then
over.
I'm stuck with another wife from the band.
Oh.
And so, like, I've never talked to her, so I, like, take, like, 3 awkward steps back. Like, and I'm just standing there by myself, like, bebopping. And then, like, she comes over and she keeps talking to me, and I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. Like, finally, I don't know what to say to her, and I was like, look, I've had, like, a really weird night. Like, the Uber driver picked me up, and, like, he got me, like, super high on the way here, and I was already kind of drunk. And she was like, what better way to see a Carbon Leaf Christmas show? And I was like...
There's a running theme
kind of funny. I was like, that's what he said. Yeah. And she goes, no, this is great for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you guys? She's like, oh, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, well, but she and I ended up having like the best time. But then the night plays itself out. I finally find my wife again later.
Yeah.
And we go to Penny Lane Pub. after.
Oh, God. Y'all went somewhere else?
Yeah, because I didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Home?
oh.
That didn't cross your mind.
Never occurred to me. We get into Penny Lane Pub and we're sitting there and like I'm drinking and I'm like talking to the person
Terrence
next
wasn't
to me.
there.
No, he was not.
He was out of the country.
He was in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like a man. And happy birthday, Kate. And so I'm sitting there and my wife turns to me and goes, officially, I'm not the problem. You're fucked up. And I was
Bet
like,
she loved that.
she loved it.
Yeah.
She was like, I guess I'm going to have to get you home. I was like, I guess you are. Kind of turned into a weird night though. But it was literally the night before.
Yeah. Write it down, wife, because this is 1 in 1,000.
Oh.
Like, and she's never going to let you live it down.
No, she'll always be
Yeah.
like, hey, remember that night you got so drunk at the car? Which literally, by getting so drunk, I just meant I just stood there awkwardly by myself, bebopped and danced, had a blast, caught all the songs I wanted,
Yeah.
bought a shirt that was 2 sizes too small for me, and left.
So the exact shirt you wanted.
Yeah. The biggest mistake I made the whole night was the shirt.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a huge error.
No.
So I made it home.
Yeah.
I made it home safe.
No
All
phones.
is well.
No phones were thrown.
No phones were thrown.
Yeah.
All was well.
Yeah.
All was well. So I feel like I did all right, but she does have that little moment in time, which as soon as she realized that she rubbed it in my face, ordered another drink, shot it down, and then I think we immediately like caught each other.
Yeah.
She got me.
Yeah, but you at your worst is not her at her worst. Like,
Well, no, me at my worst is awful. I just rarely get there.
yeah. But like when she's ready to leave, it's literally a countdown, like MacGruber shit. Like you better fucking
Yeah, 10.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the only time that I'm there, if you ever see my left eye shut,
yeah.
like in the middle of a conversation, when my left eye shuts, you have 10 minutes before it's over.
I've never seen you go out and not be able to maintain.
Watch that left eye. That's the only tell. And it'll shut 10 minutes before I'm a fucking nightmare. That's the one. Just saying. It rarely happens.
Yeah.
But just know that's the tell.
Well, I've seen your left eye, but like usually it's at 3 a.m. at a house that we're renting or something. Like
I should be relatively casual in that
it's a
situation.
12 to 15 hour day, you know?
Yeah, but it still probably has a crack in it. I'm saying if
Yeah,
it
oh, yeah.
shuts, if it shuts,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it shut.
you have 10 minutes because my depth perception is gone and I already stopped.
But I've also
remembering.
been out with your wife a few times where it's like, it's early. We're not even started. And she is like, we have to leave and we have to leave now.
And when she says that, that's her tell.
Yeah.
Her tell is literally her telling you, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you have 10 minutes before you regret everything.
Yeah.
And you know what? She's right.
Yeah.
Can't argue with it.
At least she knows it.
Troy, can I take this moment to wish you a Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas to you, brother.
I'm pretty excited. Christmas is
am.
here. This is game time.
Another year's in the books.
We did it. I hope everybody out there gave the right gifts. I hope my wife likes this door that doesn't actually go anywhere.
It's not a door with, that doesn't do door things.
We drove all the way out to Mechanicsville
I think
today.
she'll like
Bought a
it.
door. It's a fake door.
No, it could be a real door. Just needs hinges.
Maybe.
Find somewhere in your house, cut a hole.
I'm good. I'm good. I hope everybody's gifts went over well. I know that it is difficult giving gifts this time of year,
First
to
world
say
problem.
the least. Yeah, first world problem, to say the least. I mean,
Yeah, everybody we roll with, like if you want something, you probably already have it.
for the most part,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, outside of like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, you know, like
No, but like for the most part, it's like the things that you don't have is like a phone charger in the moment you need it.
yeah,
And then you buy it.
yeah,
Now you've got it. But like that's kind of it. Like
Yeah.
like throughout our year, we go, I should probably get that.
yeah,
Get it. There's nothing that there's definitely things we need. I could use a lot of less credit card debt. That'd be a nice gift for me. If someone wants to drop a bunch of money on credit
That's
card
where
debt.
cash will be better than the gift card.
Yeah.
Somebody gave you a couple $100, you'd be like, straight to the credit card debt.
That would be good. Yeah.
I don't need a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah. I need somebody to wire a bunch of money to my Amex.
There you go.
That would be super dope.
Nice gift.
And I could use a bunch of stuff on my cars.
Yes.
Okay. There's still things I need. Now that I think about it. But no. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Thank you all so much for tuning in all year.
Yep.
Hanging out with us. We probably have one more episode. I'm hoping it's a holiday drink challenge, but I don't have any proof of that. We still need to work that out. We need to work that out.
We need people.
It is difficult to find the souls.
Yes.
To man the mics and to make the drinks, but we're working on it. Give us 1 week.
We'll try.
We'll
Not
see
going
how
to
it
make
shakes
any
out.
promises.
Oh, literally not. No, because I can't prove that it would happen.
No.
But no, thank you all so much for tuning in week in, week out. I hope you've had the merriest of Christmases and the rest of the holiday season treats you well. If you need a last minute gift, go over to nectarsunglasses.com, drop Abacus in the coupon code. You're going to get this episode on Christmas Eve, so it won't come out before you need them. But you can always send them a picture of some dope ass sunglasses. And that's one way to do it. I already got one. And if you need a mortgage, refinance so you can pay for all of those gifts, head over to screendoormortgage.com and Jimmy will take care of you. He'll make a difficult situation actually a lot easier than it should be. He's a good man. He actually gives a shit. That helps.
Great customer service.
If you're looking for a gift to give us this year, how about a rate and review?
Please rate and review.
That would actually be dope.
Or we might shut this bitch down come year 10.
Actually, year 10.
Or 9.
If we get to year 10, I definitely.
Where are we? We're somewhere. We're coming up on 9 full years?
8?
8 or
Somewhere
9?
in there?
Something like that.
We're getting closer every day to our designated shutdown time.
Yes. Need some interaction.
It's going to be super cool. Yeah, speaking of interaction, if you have any topics you want us to talk about, send them over to insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. That's definitely the easiest way to get them to us. You could always try to find us on the Facebook page, and you can always find us on Instagram or Twitter.
Yep. Definitely Facebook.
Facebook's definitely the one that we check at least once a week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, Troy, you had something?
Yeah. And you could also send us some money
Oh,
on Venmo at Inside the Pallet House.
always something to take. We'll put in our stockings.
Yes.
We'll open it up. We'll spend it on mics or
And
beer.
boards and, beer.
Well, I just did pour beer into the board, so that may not be working. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Go, motherfucker, go.
I got him.
Good.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?